What's up, everybody, and welcome to another setup tour. I know I've done a million of these, but I do them for a good reason. One, because, well, it's content for you guys, and two, I can reflect back and be like, wow, remember when my setup looked like that? So yeah, this is a setup I've been building in my last two videos, so go check those out. I now live in an apartment in Orlando, Florida, just to kind of catch you up. I also have a vlog channel where I'm kind of going to Disney World and just showing off my daily life. So go check that out. Links are down below in the description. But with that said, let's check out the current status of my setup, and I'll kind of show you a few things. You know, I'll let you behind the scenes. I didn't do any cleaning or anything. I'm just showing it raw. We like it raw here. Okay, anyways, Jesus. So this is how my setup looks on a normal day. I didn't do any fancy cleaning or hiding of cables or any of that. I want you to see how it looks since the last video that I posted. And yeah, it pretty much looks identical. As we move in, you can see the really cool screensaver. I believe it's called Hyperspace. It's pretty easy to find online. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description for everyone who always asks. I'm telling you, it's old school, but it just looks badass. This right here is Sudden Storm. I have a video out about it. 5950X, 128 gigs of RAM. O11D is the case from Lian Li. We got the Zotac 3080, ton of Corsair fans, of course SD card reader plugged in the front, and my G903 charging cable right there on top, because every night I place it on there just so you know, put it to sleep. Hey, go to sleep, charge, because I'm gonna need you tomorrow. And of course, it's sitting on top of the Calyx, and my YouTube plaque is hiding the power strip back there. So yeah, we're figuring it out. Still have an empty spot over here, but we have time to figure all that out. Now looking at the main part of the setup, this is the IKEA Bacant desk. Not the one that I was going for, but you know what? I am so happy I got this. It's the perfect size. It just works. It's simple. And of course, underneath, we actually have the little netting, which has been a huge help. And yeah, here's one of the things where I'm going to be real with you. The LED strip, first off, the way that the frame is, I mean, it's going to look stupid, right? But also, I actually had that under the couch at first, and it just did not stick at all. So the adhesive kind of got ruined. So there's definitely some Scotch tape up there. And this is like not how you want to, attach LEDs. So yeah, I didn't want to like really come up with a solution other than Scotch tape. So that's why it looks like that. Also, people usually ask, this is, I believe, a human scale wood footrest. I can try to find a link to it. I got this way back in maybe 2015, and it's been the best thing ever. So I highly recommend you get yourself a footrest. Also, speaking of cables, I never did anything about this MagSafe. I just kind of let it sit there because I love it. And I was like, hey, I could get a longer cable or literally do anything else, but instead I just left it. So there's that. And then you'll notice some Scotch tape on this power strip. I did have it like look really beautiful up against the wall, but I just used like cheap little Scotch tape. So I need to get something a little more durable to kind of keep it pressed against the wall. And yeah, that's that. Then this cable is for my headphones. Normally back in my last setup, I actually had like a little headphone adapter thing right here. And that way I just plug in and then unplug it really easily, but I haven't done that. So I will do that eventually, and then that'll get rid of that cable. But for the most part, everything else cable wise, pretty good. Now let's talk about what's on the desk. So I'm still using the K70 Rapid Fire from Corsair. I love this keyboard. I definitely need to replace it or get like a new wrist rest or something. I've cleaned this a million times over and over, but it's a keyboard. It gets gross. I'm sorry. And then over here we have the Logitech G903 wireless mouse. Love this. It's really, not that many buttons or anything. Perfect for me. Can't complain at all. And then of course we have the Go XLR. I love this. I did break the 3D printed stand that I had, so I could either, print my own because I do have my 3D printer right over here, or I could just order another one. But I'm telling you, when you have it on the stand and it's angled a little more, oh yeah, chef's kiss. And then of course the Elgato Stream Deck, still have that sitting there. Don't use it as often as I used to, but it's nice to have. And this is also a 3D printed stand, so love that. And my new thing is like Post-it notes. I love having Post-it notes. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know, it's nice. I did have like a bunch on my screen, but I took it off for the video because that would look, kind of stupid. But I'm telling you, get yourself some Post-it notes. They could change your life. And then this was just a Mickey coaster that I 3D printed for fun. And then my huge ass iron flask. This is 64 ounce. You gotta drink it. You gotta get your water.
If you haven't heard of Oslo by Streamlabs yet, you're missing out. It's a simple yet powerful video editor all in your browser. They have a great video that walks you through all of the features it has, but let me mention a few of my favorites. Of course, you have your basics like text tools, a bunch of transitions, and autosaving, but it even features animations like zoom, rotate, bounce, and so on. The animations also work on text. You can even collaborate with others on the same video and leave comments with timestamps. And uploading directly to YouTube is a breeze. Their advanced features like video filters are a cherry on top. You have no excuse now for not being a content creator. Check it out for yourself today by clicking the link in the description. Thanks to Oslo for sponsoring this video.
These are just two LED panels off of Amazon. I'll leave a link to them in the description. They're really nice to have a remote. You know, I guess I'll just show you. Which, by the way, over here, I have my Alex drawer, which is like full of a bunch of random stuff. But yeah, I just do this, boom, and that's only 50%. So yeah, can't complain. And of course, here is my Logitech Brio, which is the 4K webcam. By the way, sorry, I know it's like dark, but I also kind of like the aesthetic. So yeah. And over here, we still have the Shure SM7B on the Yellowtech Mica or Mika. I still don't know how to say it, but I still absolutely love this mic arm. It is literally the best. As far as my monitors, this is an extra Toll monitor mount. It's still sitting on a wood block, which I would love to like paint that, but then that means I have to like take it apart, and yeah, you guys know I'm not doing that. This is the 49-inch curved ultra wide from Samsung. I'll leave a link to that below as well. Love this monitor. It has been so good. And you know, a lot of people are like, why do you get them so wide? It's just so damn wide. How do you use it all? Well, it's like I literally have one main thing in the center and then two things on the side. So it's like triple monitors. I love it. And on top, this is still one of the LG 34-inch ultra wides they sent me way back in 2015. So eventually, yeah, could I upgrade? Sure, but for what I'm using it for, totally fine. Still super thankful that I have that. And then up here on the wall, we have the Nanoleaf lines, which I set up in the last video, so go check that out. Speaking of Nanoleaf, they did send over their brand new product. This is the Ultra Black Triangles, which when they're off, they look sick. But then you could like turn them on and they just look even better. So in the next video, I'll probably set these up. I just don't know where. I'm thinking, hey, maybe above the TV. Is that annoying? Probably. How about above the 3D printing station? I don't know. How about above the couch? And we're okay. We're out of focus. Hello? 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 Anyways, let me know, guys, in the comments where I should put it, because I don't think I could really put it over here without it looking kind of crazy. And then last thing, these are the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros. Love these, had them for a long time. And yeah, I think that's it for my setup. I'm not doing a full apartment tour or anything like that right now. Maybe in the future. The one last thing I will talk about is right here, my MacBook Pro. Oh yeah, I just bought one. Why? I don't know. If you've been watching my channel for a very long time, you would know there was once a point in my life where I had an Apple shrine. I'm talking Steve Jobs biography, Apple product boxes, Mac Mini, Mac Pro, everything. You name it, I had it. Now, that's not the case. It hasn't been the case for a very long time. I built my first PC and I was like, bye Felicia. But guess what? I'm back with a 16-inch MacBook Pro, M1 Max, 32 gigs of RAM, just, you know, chef's kiss. And the reason I did that is because I do want to break away from being glued to this setup. I want to be able to travel and, you know, do my remote job remotely, not right there. So I figured I should go balls to the wall and get this. This was the only one they had in stock, so that's, you know, what I got. But if I'm not in love with it, you're going back home, sweetie, okay? Because it was a pretty penny. But I do think I will fall in love with it, and I'm going to kind of throw myself in head first and get back into loving Mac. I do think Mac is better on a laptop than Windows. I've had many Windows laptops. I mean, I even had that really cool Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo 15, which I still think is cool. I gave it to my dad, and I'm sure he loves it. But I don't know. Windows on a laptop always just kind of annoyed me. And honestly, that's where Apple shines, in my opinion. They're just so good in a laptop. So we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see what we think. And let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for content surrounding this M1 Max freaking MacBook Pro. I can't even think of what it's called because there's so many Pros and Maxes and thingamajiggies, you know? That's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any ideas for content you want to see, let me know, because I want to get back into making content on this channel, but I never know what the fuck you guys want to see, because I make it and nobody watches. And they say, if you build it, they will come. And guess what? That is total bullshit, okay? Anyways, don't forget, I'm Matt Philie and you're not. Get out of my face. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop.